The time I lit the woods on fire, man. What is going on, you guys? CDON with another video. And as you can tell by the name of the video, how I lit the woods on fire. Now, when I was around 13, I would say, no. I would say around, no, definitely not 13. Actually, I'm not even sure. Around 12 to 13 years old, I was in Florida, man. And I was with my friends and we didn't have nothing to do, man. And of course, at the time, I was hanging around fucking two badass kids, man. They weren't like fucking throwing bombs and shit, but they were low key some badass kids, and I can't say it was all their fault because when I was around that age, I was a badass too. Now enough with all the talking about this and that and this and that. You guys want to know how I exactly did this? How I exactly came up with the idea to let's light the woods on fire? And as crazy it might sound, that wasn't our intentions at first. But I don't even know what day it was. I don't even know the scenario. All I remember is we were walking in the grass, going, down the street, and we were like, we didn't know what to do. We didn't have anything to do that day. We were all bored as hell, and we came up with a great idea to go in the woods and play with fire, as little boys would do. That's exactly what we did. We went in the woods and played with fire. Now, we were in the woods and we were lighting, paper on fire, put some leaves around the wood, light that on fire. And then we came up with the idea, let's put, a chair on top. A plastic chair, one of those chairs that you keep outside. And I guess they were just sitting around in the woods, and we put that on top of the fire to not let the fire spread all over the place. Now what we didn't know is if we kept the plastic chair on top of this giant, I wouldn't say giant, but just good sized fire, man. But what happened was the chair started to light on fire, and we were like, all right, it's gonna light on fire, now it's gonna be it, it's all gonna burn. What happened was, I guess the leaves that we had, you know how like if you light something on fire, the ashes go all over the place. Well, some ashes went over to the bottom of a tree where there were dead leaves, and well, what happened was the dead leaves caught on fire. As dumb and as like, if you could just imagine this, just close your eyes for a second and imagine this. When I say in like 2 seconds, the fire went from the dead leaves at the bottom of this tree up the tree in like in 2 seconds. The whole tree caught on fire, man. We were scared shitless, man. We were scared. But then again, we were trying to put the fire out. We didn't know how to put it out. We didn't come prepared. Like I said, we didn't know what we were doing that day. We just decided to fuck around in the woods. So the tree caught on fire, and we're waiting for this to go out. It did not it did not go out the way we wanted it to. What happened, after the tree caught on fire, it just escalated. It went from one thing to another to another and to another. That tree caught on fire, then all of a sudden a big branch caught on fire. The branch fell down, caught the leaves on top of like a fucking alive tree. That shit into flames, bro. When I say it was like an arena of fire, like it looked like we were in fucking hell, bro. It looked like we were in a pit of hell. Everything caught on fire, and then we ran out of the woods and we saw an older guy in front of us on the phone, and we were like, oh shit. We're like, what do we do? But the thing is, when you looked, you couldn't see the fire. Like you couldn't see the flames. All you saw was some black smoke, because the whole fucking woods wasn't on fire yet. But we were leaving, and we were I don't know if we were running home or if we were walking. I don't know what we were doing. But all I remember is on the way home, we stopped at the park. The park was, not that far away from the woods, and we were sitting there looking at the woods. And then all of a sudden, we see more flames come up, right? So we were like, oh shit. So we get some more friends. All right, prepare yourself to fucking laugh. At this time, we didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. So what we did and what we thought was a good idea was to go ahead and get I don't even, this is embarrassing. At the time, like I said, we're little. We got fucking bottles of water. We got bottles of water. What, like, if it was me, like now, I'd probably smack my younger self upside the head so hard. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to get bottles of water, but we did, and we ran back to the woods that was on fire, and we tried to put it out. It did not work out the way we all wanted it to. At the time, I was a chubby ass little kid. I was chubby. I wasn't like fat as hell, but I was chubby. Now, my friend started to hop over the gate and shit because we heard the fire truck. Knowing me, I ran through the whole woods, through the back of the woods, just dipping over shit. Then we came to a stop. I came to a stop because it was like me and my other friend who was kind of chubby too. You know how that shit goes. You know, if there's one other chubby kid, you guys gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? You guys can't split up. So we ran, and at the end of the woods, the gate was like kind of cut, so we slipped through the gate, and what happened was